Hello children, welcome back to the class on figures of speech. To continue with our list, today we are going to see figures of speech based on semantics. Now, the word semantics means the meaning of the words. So, we are going to see the figures of speech, those are based on the meanings of the words. And the first one in the list, tautology. Now, tautology is a kind of figure of speech where the same meaning words are repeated. You will have two or more words which are implying the same meaning in a sentence. That figure of speech is called as tautology. This is done to put emphasis on the words, or maybe it is done to show clarity, but the words with same meanings are repeated. Let me give you an example. Now, Gobi is a very dry desert. Now, when we are talking about desert, they are obviously dry. So, we are again repeating that dry desert. So, these both the words have almost similar meaning because deserts are also dry. Let me give you a few more examples. Now, there was a lot of frozen ice on the road. Now, frozen and ice, they are words with same meaning. Frozen and ice both have the same meaning, but still to lay emphasis we say frozen ice. Then, in Rome we saw many dilapidated ruins. Now, dilapidated and ruins, they again carry the same meaning, but it is used. I am sorry to hear about your sad misfortune. So, sad and misfortune. Again, they are the words with same meaning. So, words with same meaning are repeated and that figure of speech is called as tautology. To name a few, we use bits and pieces, first and foremost, short summary. These are all the words which we are repeating twice to lay emphasis, that is tautology. Now, the second figure of speech in today's list is oxymoron. Oxymoron, this figure of speech refers to two contradictory words used together. This is done to make the sentence interesting. So, two contradictory or two opposite words are put together to make the meaning interesting. That is what is called as oxymoron. Let me give you examples. Now, Sarah ate the whole piece of pie. Now, whole and piece, they are two words in opposite meaning. One is whole and the other one is a part or piece. So, whole or piece, two opposite words are put together to make the sentence interesting. Sarah ate the whole piece of pie. Then, the carpenters left the work completely unfinished. Now it is complete and unfinished. So it is completely unfinished. This is again a contradictory pair which has been used together. Then the new kittens enjoyed being alone together. Now they are alone and still they are together. So two opposite words again used together. It is a false truth that broken mirrors mean bad omen. So false truth is again two opposite words which are again put together to make the reading interesting. So this is how oxymorons are used. If you look at few of the interesting oxymorons, we have act naturally. Now you are acting and naturally. Then you have clearly confused. So clearly and confused, they are two opposite words. Seriously funny. Now something is serious as well as funny. Or open secret. Now if it is a secret, how can that be open? Then we have a working holiday. Now if you are working, how do you call it a holiday? Like nowadays we have working holidays, meaning people are working from home, but they are at home as well. So it is a working holiday. So these are some interesting oxymorons which people enjoy cracking humor at. Okay, let us move on. Now the third one for the day is antithesis. Now antithesis, this figure of speech refers to two contradictory ideas. Now remember, in oxymoron we said two contradictory words put together. Here we have two contradictory ideas put together. The words also may be contradictory there in a single sentence, but they may not be together. But here the ideas, two ideas are exactly opposite to each other. Let us understand this. Now we have to err is human, to forgive divine. To err, to make mistake, is human quality and forgiving is the quality of God. So err and forgive, they are two opposite words. These are two opposite ideas which are two ideas put together. Next. Man proposes, God disposes. So two again opposite ideas, man is proposing, God is disposing. Two opposite words are also used at two ends, but importantly two opposite ideas are used here. Next one. One big step for man, a giant leap for a mankind. So one step taken by man and a giant leap has taken by the mankind. So again there are two opposite ideas where man has taken only one step, whereas mankind has taken a giant leap. Or many were called but few were chosen. So many were called is one idea, few were chosen is exactly opposite idea. So this is how antithesis is, where two opposite ideas are put together. They will have two opposite words also in them, but they may not be put together as we saw in oxymoron. There it was the words were put together to make it humorous or interesting, whereas here they are giving two opposite ideas. I hope these kinds of figures of speech have become simpler to you to understand. So I hope this video will help you in understanding these a little different kinds of figures of speech. Any doubt, feel free, I am available. Thank you so much.